Hey, what's up, people? This is the Next Forex Pro YouTube channel, and if you've seen my TikTok channel, it's Forex Time Zone Secrets. And I wanted to create this video about the ICT Trading Strategy review, and obviously it has a whole bunch of them. The one I'm going to be reviewing specifically would be the 2022 ICT Mentorship, which has about over 40 videos, and he's still continuing to create content on a daily, or excuse me, not a daily basis, but he does do videos at least 2 to 3 times per week, and he mainly focuses more on futures market. He does go over forex, etc., and that's it. So it's actually really empowering. Now, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're looking for reviews from ICT specifically and checking to see what people are doing. Maybe you're also here because you started ICT, Forex trading concepts, and you're also watching his mentorship. And unfortunately, you've probably been losing. So if that is you, then definitely welcome, fellow trader. I know exactly how that feels to be in that position, and definitely this trading journey, it's not easy, but it's definitely, I would say, once you get it, it's 100% rewarding. That's how ICT talks about it, and I feel that it's really hard to really speak about it because obviously when you're losing, it's hard to really imagine being a winner, right? And so, anyways, I definitely appreciate you guys for watching this video. And so, just to tell you a little bit about my background story, I've been trading for a pretty long time, at least about 10 years now. I've had some great success with different trading systems and strategies. Now, when I say that, there's about two different strategies that I've stuck with. One in particular, which was what this whole channel was about. However, with unfortunate events taking place, sometimes you no longer have access to resources you previously did. And so when you rely on a strategy or a platform that you're used to or accustomed to trading with, however you don't own it, you you can't do anything about that. And so you have to try to find a different way to trade. And so that was really how this journey started for me. Probably within like the 8, 9 years that I've been trading, I had to pretty much force myself to look for something else and something that I didn't need to, use a specific platform or something in order to trade. Because, like I said, once you don't own that platform, you can't use it anymore, right? And so I stumbled upon the inner circle trader, and right away I was just awed by the information and the knowledge Michael has in his whole ICT mentorship, because I was already accustomed to hearing how the market takes out your stops, how it looks for that stop hunting. What I wasn't aware about was an algorithm that's doing this. I always thought it was actual dealers in the background that control these algorithms, or this machine, so to speak, that's repricing the market on a consistent basis. Now, whether you want to believe that or not, that's up to you. I'm not here to change your mind of anything, whether you think it's buyers or sellers. Think whatever you want to think. Uh, what drawn to me about ICT was that I definitely did know that markets look to and look for stop hunting, because that was really what I was doing previously. Um, I was looking to get a couple pips out of the market from doing these stop hunting techniques. But like I said, so that platform is no longer available anymore. And so, not to continue beating a dead horse here, but like I said, once you have a system, what previously you had access to is no longer available. And so we're forced to change and we have to adapt. Um, so luckily, I stumbled upon ICT and was able to get my hands on this ICT mentorship course. And it's probably the best thing that ever happened because now keep in mind, for those of you that are new, you might be thinking, well, you're a seasoned trader, right? You've been doing this for a whole decade, and that's a big advantage. Now, keep in mind that for me to getting started, it was as if I had to restart the whole thing all over again. How to reread the market and let these new concepts that Michael talks about in the mentorship program, um, of how the markets reprice, uh, and how they go and look for stops. It was a whole new thing. So I had to relearn everything, and it was pretty much it was a brand new thing to me. So the only thing I will say that helped me was that I knew how to learn, and I think that's very important as a new trader. You need to learn how to learn, and it's a bit weird for me to say it that way, but I hope some of you that know how to learn, hopefully you guys get that. And so, because a lot of the techniques, they need to be forged into you. Now, obviously, those experiences, the psychological aspect of trading, that is that's something that nobody um, can show you the way. You need to experience that yourself, and ICT talks about this all the time, where he says, even he can't give you that experience, but with chart experience and with pressing the button and with getting in and out of the market with live funds, or demo trading, as long as you can prove to yourself that you can trade and be able to get points from the market, then you can definitely work through the rest of the techniques and whatever is required for you to work on. But it definitely is a work in progress, and I still have to work on it myself. Not so much for entries or the emotional aspect of things, but really just the new techniques, the new way to read the market, uh, just a new way, the new approach, right? And so I had to let go of previous understandings of the market, because keep in mind, even though I still believed that there are stop hunters, I still believed in the support and supply and demand, support and resistance concepts. And so, um, for me to hear ICT talk about what's really happening was a huge eye opener. And so, like I said, there was definitely a learning curve for me. Okay, I was not I was not I'm not a golden child here. I had to relearn all that good stuff. And so now in my trading journey, um, I will say I'm now doing the forex, my forex funds trading challenge, and I was able to use my channel. Let me see here, and start to pretty much film how my progress is going, and I'm gonna continue to do this. I do have other stuff like sport psychology, and some daily affirmations that I used to apply. And you can see here some of these are from December 2015. So it's been a while since I've created any videos. I've been out and hiding, just doing my own thing. And now that I see the value in the inner circle trader, I figured, wow, if I was stuck even as an experienced trader, um, in my old thinking, I figured now with this new data, this new information, it's so valuable that I really wanted the information to be heard. And especially because now this is how I'm trading now, 100%. And so definitely, I encourage you guys to continue with the Inner Circle Trader. If you're doing the ICT mentorship, definitely continue to go through the videos and go through your charts, right? And make sure that you're taking screenshots. If I can give you a couple of tips, would be to use Google Keep. And let me just show you how that looks like real. So just to show you how that looks like, this is pretty much my Google Keep. And I can take screenshots of every single day that I saw an opportunity, or any single day that I took a trade, or even just a learning opportunity for me to go over. And I'm taking screenshots, going over them every single day. At the end of the week, even if I don't do anything for that particular trading day, I will go back to my notes and I will go through this. Now, once again, these are techniques that I learned over the period of all the years that I've traded. And these are techniques that are super, super useful if you're barely beginning. Because if you're barely beginning and all you have is a notebook, which that's also needed too, if you are the person that wants to write things down. For me, I've always been the computer guy, and so for me to be able to write these notes down here, and you can see I have a bunch of other notes in here that mean other things, like ICT, FOMC, news, continuation trades. Everything is all organized in a way that I know and how I understand it. when I look, so that when I look back at my notes, I can refer to this and be like, oh, okay, now I remember what happened here. Let's go. Let's do this. This is the plan. This is what I remember, because it's important that we have this. If not, then we're gonna forget. We're people. We make we obviously, when it comes to trading, we don't want to make mistakes, and so it's important that you have notes so that you can continue to keep going. And these notes will push you forward. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to learn everything in that moment, but as how ICT says, it's all pseudo experience. Your brain will learn, it'll relearn, and it'll continue going. Eventually, it'll just click. And so there's still a lot for me to learn with ICT. I think, at least I feel that way. And I think we're always going to feel that that level of not discontent. I don't think that's the right word. I think just the knowing that we still don't know enough. However, I've known enough to be able to start the Forex challenge. I was able to see my accounts grow, my own personal accounts grow, and that gave me the confidence to start the Forex Funds Challenge. And so you can see my progress. You can go to my YouTube channel. It's called the Next Forex Pro. You can go ahead and check me out right there. I also have a TikTok. This one's actually called the same, the Next Forex Pro, and I have a Forex Time Zone Secrets as well. That's pretty much what I'm showing in here, and I'm also showing pretty much what I'm calling it, the Sniper Series, and that's pretty much my Forex, my trading challenge here. And so let me just move this over here, that way you guys can see. This is actually the intro to the My Forex Funds Challenge. You can see how it started and how it's going now. And what I'm doing is I'm just doing a sort of like a weekly recap video. So I just did one today on this. If you're watching this today, it's 8/13/2022. And so whoever you are watching this, you're probably way ahead. And I'm definitely still trading. So, but yeah, definitely this has been a game changer for me. I'm 100% happy that I found ICT. I found someone that I was able to resonate with, as I understand there's a bunch of mentors out there, and it's really hard to find the right one. I think with ICT, he really gives you the raw information and is being truly honest here. For those of, because I've seen others where they pretty much talk bad about him, which I really don't understand, as there's so many ways to trade the market. I just simply resonate with ICT, and so for those of you that are on the fence or just looking for if this is the way, I would say dig into the course, because even if you don't continue to follow with ICT, you're gonna see his stuff, because as you're getting that pseudo experience by watching his videos and really listening to what he has to say, then it's eventually going to click. And that's the thing, that you can't measure when is it going to click for you. Everybody has a different way of learning. Everybody learns at a different pace. Um, and so you can't measure that. What I will say is that if you continue with it, you will, I would think you will definitely become a different trader than you were previously. And that's what I will say. Um, well, anyways, I would say that concludes this this intro, or this whole review with Inner Circle Trader. Uh, I don't know who you are, whoever's watching this, but just know that we've all been there, where it is that you're going through. We definitely understand your pain, and there's actually, I would like to leave you with this one quote actually that I saw of Inner Circle in the community that I actually love. And this is something that when I first started looking into ICT and reading through his community, I'm actually that type of guy that ICT talks about, that you just is a guy that wants to learn everything about everything. And so I even looked into his whole community, where he posts kind of like what he's doing in Twitter. And I remember reading this whole part here, which I'll read it here, but I remember it's a little bit longer than this. He's talking about something else in a different story. But this part really hit me, because I remember coming back to the markets, and even when I started, it's exactly the same thing that probably you're going through. And so, here we go. He wrote, "It is emotional for me, as I know how hard it is to conquer fear and doubt when no one understands the passion in you. This is only the beginning. Instagram has nothing on where you will go. Give it room to breathe. A monster is being born. They have no idea what you're releasing in you, and there are no limits. Now prove it to yourself and smile at their doubts. Every week, every day, and it won't stop." Thank you for being here, and hopefully you're able to follow my journey. I'll talk to you guys later.